Well, this is where it all began, where I first became famous. I wonder if they are doing some sort of renovation in here, since I don't seem to see any banners commemorating me.
They must be. If it wasn't for you, this school probably wouldn't even be here anymore.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I was telling that to the school board just last week, during a critically important meeting I had with them, letting them know that I would be securing donations for new bleachers. And I hinted at the fact that they just might get a rather sizable donation from yours truly, if they play their cards right.
They should be kissing the ground you walk on, if for no other reason than the fact that you even acknowledge that you went to school here.
I'll stop you when I disagree.
So, Bobby, what is that smell?
That scintillating aroma would be the indelible mark of success that I left on this very school. If you listen closely, you can almost hear these hallways whisper the name Bob Fott, M.D.
I think I do hear it. You never cease to amaze me. But wait, why is it so cold in here?
It's called air conditioning, and it is a luxury afforded only to those who have the means, and are willing to throw their money away at the slightest bit of heat they feel.
Show-offs.
Well, I need to make a quick phone call before I change these kids' lives forever and give them a memory that they'll never forget. Just give me a second. Hey Mom, I just wanted to remind you that those oil spots on the driveway are not going to clean themselves. Oh, and who got voted off of American Idol last night? Really? Oh, wow.
Bobby, you are not asking about American Idol, are you?
Mom, I have to go. Wish me luck, not that I need it. Yep, mind over body. Love you too, bye-bye. Okay, let's go make history.
Students, please join me in welcoming a former Hayden graduate, the very persistent, won't take no for an answer, Dr. Robert Fott.
Thank you all, really, that's too much. Oh, how flattering. Thank you so much, you're too kind. Please, hold all of the applause until the end.
Fuck you!
I don't think they were clapping.
Well, in my head they were. Hello Wildcats. First and foremost, I'd like to say you're welcome and congratulations to the school administrators, who after much persuading, finally landed an esteemed author and successful motivator like me to come speak to you fine students.
Loser!
With that being said, let's begin, shall we? So, how does a 1967 Hayden High School graduate's road of life lead him to co-found a non-profit corporation, become a webmaster, and write books that target support for others around the world? Well, the journey starts by getting confidence in life through high school academics, athletics, school politics, and religion. Academics form the foundation for knowledge, insight, and communication skills. Playing basketball brought out his inner drive to compete as a member of a team, instilled by one of the school's most profound coaches, Ken Butel. As senior class president, school politics paved the way for his many leadership roles throughout his career. The influence of his religious beliefs strengthened through the nuns and priests who left their mark of faith within throughout his career and road of life. There were major milestones and decisions during the unexpected curves, turns, mountains, and storms that brought him to this precipice. We are all students in life forever. And should always.
Bobby, do we have any extra pairs of our pants in the car?
Please don't interrupt me, I am in the zone.
But Bobby, I just made a mess in my boxers again.
Can't you just sit in it for a while like you normally do?
Well, I'll try. But the last time I did that it ended up getting so hard and crusted that your mom had to use an ice scraper to get me clean.
Well then it's her problem now, isn't it? Okay, where was I? Ah yes, we are all students in life forever, and should always be eager to learn, grow, and develop into a better person while on this earth. Speaking of that, I recently received several thoughtfully written letters from my family, filled with encouragement, yet constructive criticism. and being the humble and modest guy that I am truly taking their advice to make this experience of giving back a rewarding one, and I want to say thank you to all of you for helping me to do so. So, moving on, it is imperative for you to understand that our road of life is not straight with a clear view ahead. It has unexpected curves and turns, with hills and valleys, sometimes mountains, thrown in with fog, rain, sleet, and snow to challenge every step.
Hey Dr. Bob, you son of a bitch.
Hey, who said that? Is that one of my fans out there, trying to ask me something?
I would love to know how the hell you can call yourself a doctor, when all you have is a high school degree.
Well, you obviously do not love yourself. I'm a trained motivator, and I can tell just by looking at your face when you talk that you do not love yourself. I have that ability.
Well, if I do have any issues, then there would certainly be good reason for it, and you are the exact person I would need to talk to about it. I came all the way from North Carolina just to see you, and I intend on getting some goddamn answers.
Well, did you hear that, everyone? I have fans flocking from all over the country just to see me.
Hardly. I am here to expose you for the fraud that you are.
Well, you must not have had a proper caregiver at home while growing up.
You're absolutely right, I didn't. My dad left when I was a baby.
Well, there you go. That is the root of your problem. My advice to you, and to all of you for that matter, is to make the wisest investment that you could ever make in your life. And purchase my groundbreaking book for $16.95.
Please tell me you are kidding. This would be sad if it weren't so pathetic. I mean, who the hell in their right mind would want to waste their money on some poorly written book by a charlatan sociopath like you, who doesn't even have a real job? And speaking of that, would you care to explain to us why it is that you have been fired from every job that you've ever had?
The reason for that is because all of my bosses were jealous and intimidated by my abilities and intelligence, and they felt that I directly threatened their authority as a result. Now, your reaction to this must surely be that I am showing great courage and compassion in the face of those trials and tribulations, but it is for that very reason that I am here telling you this, to enrich your road of life as a trained motivator, author, and caregiver.
It's astonishing just how completely oblivious you are.
Thank you. I cannot begin to tell you how many compliments I get on a daily basis, but it never gets old. I will personally sign a copy of my book just for you. Well, I normally do not do the Q&A session until the very end, but since we seem to have jumped the gun on it a little bit, I will now open the floor for other questions, and to prevent this from turning into a chaotic frenzy, which is what usually happens, I just have to ask that you all do not try to speak at the same time. So, who's first?
Yes, Mr. Fox.
Please, call me Doctor.
Okay. Dr. Fox. So, what does a book about joint replacement surgery have to do with high school kids like us?
That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. You see, even high school students like yourselves can suffer from catastrophic joint or knee injuries. You could get hurt playing hopscotch with your friends, jumping rope, riding your bicycles, or even playing patty cake, any of the activities children your age enjoy.
Moron.
Well, before I forget, I'd like to take a moment and go over my many achievements and accomplishments, which have served as major milestones throughout my career and road of life.
Will the owner of a white and maroon Chevy Caprice please move their vehicle immediately? It is parked illegally in the fire lane, and is smoking and leaking large amounts of oil. Thank you.
Hey, that's Dr. Bob's shitty car.
Leah, did you hear that? Our car is going to have to be moved.
Okay, should I come with you, or should I stay here and get some rest?
No, I'm going to need you to move it for me.
Whoa, wait, I have absolutely no idea how to do that. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Listen, I need you to use mind over body here, and be the best caregiver in life that I know you are.
Oh gosh, Bobby, I don't know about this. So do I push the car, and if so, how do I steer it at the same time?
No, You put the key in the ignition and turn it to start the car, and use the pedals and the wheel at the same time to make the car move.
Sounds simple enough, but two questions. 1. What is a key? And 2. What is an ignition?
The key is sitting on the dash, and for the rest I will have to trust that God will infuse you with the proper instructions, Godspeed, and mind over body. Okay, so, back to my accomplishments.
Hey, Dr. Bob, who is that guy that just left?
That guy is my wife, Leah. And he, I mean she, could run circles around any of you when it comes to caregiving. And I would love to see a wife to do as much as she does, so please leave her out of this. Now, getting back to my successful life, my career as a powerful executive first began when I made the decision to become an architecture and engineering manager in Milwaukee. Then there was the IBM hiring confusion, which led me to Westinghouse Electric Corporation. And in 1983 I encountered my own personal challenge of David overcoming Goliath in a major project at Hercules Aerospace, where I once again shined as a superstar. My work ethic and international success led to an invitation to live as an expatriate in Tokyo, Japan in 1988, followed by a position in San Francisco providing global support to U.S. companies, and it was during this time that I experienced divine intervention with my father-in-law. Hey, wait. Where is Leah? She should have been back by now. Oh my God, no, stop, wait, I left some of my books in the trunk. Hey, you. Yes, you. If you want to see me make a complete fool of myself at my high school reunion, then stay tuned for part 4, which promises to be 3 parts funny to 1 part sad. Scout's honor.